the mandate given by the First Presidency and the presiding bishopric is to only focus on financial growth. EPA employees are told that the money will be used after the second coming of Jesus Christ or during Armageddon right before he would come again.
In coming days,
those who do not keep the commandments and observe the laws of God shall be burned at the time of his coming.
are you a full tithe payer? And a major city yet to be determined in Russia. And Shanghai, People's Republic of China.
Such a great honor. Such a great honor. How are you? President, welcome. Nice to see you. Yes. Thank you. Nice to see you. Did they like it? They enjoyed it? They got treated well? That wasn't the greatest. They actually thought it was fine. They said no big deal. Oh, you folks have been, the state has been. And I just gave at least 10% back. We make a check direct. But he was fantastic. Helicopter. Very, very well known.
We sent, was it 200 truckloads of emergency food and those kind of things to help the people there.
Central Store. Yes. Central Store is our bishop. The one here next door is one single building with 540,000.
Let's get a, I think I have to put a hairnet on, right? Come on outside. Let's get a picture. Come on.
Selfie again. Sorry, my phone fell.
Got it?
Service missionaries that serve here 2 or 3 days a week that they actually help people.
Good stuff.
Add a 5-pound bag of potato starter.
These, right?
Yep.
We're very proud of you. Really proud of you, Joe. I fully understand what you do is like everybody else. Thank you, sir. You're doing a good job. You know, if you go out and you want to buy groceries, you need a picture on a card. You need ID.
To my Mormon friends, my Latter-day Saint friends, think of him as Captain Moroni. He seeks not power but to pull it down. He seeks not the praise of the world or the fake news, but he seeks the well-being and the peace of the American people.
For the first time, we have an idea now of how much the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Big Investment Fund performed over the course of a year.
That fund is called Ensign Peak Advisors, and Fox 13 News investigative reporter Nate Carlisle found the public document showing how many billions of dollars it gained in 2020.
Over the last year, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has been more forthcoming about how it's investing tithing money. This latest filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission shows that despite the economic downturn of the pandemic, the church's big investment fund made money. This filing with the SEC shows the holdings of Ensign Peak Advisors at the end of 2020. When added all up, it shows the fund gained more than $6 billion in one of the most difficult financial years in American history.
As conflicts between nations escalate and as corruption becomes increasingly commonplace, what can help us? What can help each of us with our personal struggles and with the rigorous challenge of living in these latter days? The prophet Lehi taught a principle for spiritual survival. Men are that they might have joy.
Among the most common sexual sins, pregnancy, all ugly sins, but in and of themselves, they are pernicious evils.
I came to know for myself that Jesus Christ was born of the Virgin Mary, who was a precious and chosen vessel.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I was gonna do the church news after I just posted the video on Joseph Smith as a seer. And saw that Jasmine had a couple of comments, which she apparently did not get my email. But I still checked the church news to see if it was up and ready. Oh my God. Oh, this church is so abominable. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, dear God. He starts off his video, or they started it off, it's past stuff. Oh, dear God. In which he's talking about the wars all over the world now, which the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints paid to have happen. They paid Putin to start the war in Ukraine. They paid Islam to start the war against Israel. They paid China. And so on and so forth. And so he says, as they're showing pictures of little kids, that the way to overcome that is from Lehi. It's just so abominably hilarious. Oh dear God. Men are that they might have sex. That's what Nelson is saying. He's purposely caused the wars to exterminate human life, and so he says the way to get over it is to have sex and produce more babies. There's your prophet, Mormons. Oh my hell. And the sad thing is Mormons are going to be upset with me. They don't want to acknowledge their prophet as a fraud. Oh, that was just hilarious. So, Jasmine, how are you? So we slipped it in. We'll do both together, and the title of the video will have to do with sex, Jasmine. Oh man, that is just abominable. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're responsible for all the deaths of humans, so get over it and have sex. But you have to pay us first and get married in the temple. Pay the prostitution price first. Oh my God. I guess it only takes smart people to leave the church. Is that the answer, Mormons? Are you seriously unable to know what the learning of the Jews is regarding their religion, their Christ, their interpretation of scriptures, prophecy and revelation? Jewish versus Christian. There are only two churches, Mormons. So, anti-Jewish Mormon Church and Christ, LDS church missionaries lying about. So yeah, no wonder Jasmine caught on to that one. She was supposed to tell me about the missionary visit. Are you going to do that here? What's up? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? Was SNL on last night? It didn't show up on YouTube. Or are they not going to be until next week? Apparently Travis Scott. Yeah. Oh my hell, YouTube, you suck. We're canceling the video. I gotta watch. Oh my hell. They have Trump selling a Bible. Oh my hell! You suck, YouTube. God, seriously. YouTube sucks. They keep resetting my whole feed. Type in a subject so that we can figure out what you want to watch. Seriously, you're incapable of using my past searches to figure out what I want, as I'm constantly deleting a whole list on the side of do not recommend, do not recommend. Are you kidding me, Christian? What the hell? Mormon apologists? Oh dear God. Just abominable. Okay. Jasmine. My email. See, because Jasmine is into AI fashion for women, we kind of bonded with that because I'm into collecting women's fashion, and so because of Jasmine and making comments, I need thumbnail pictures for the videos that I make to reply to her comments with the playlist, and so I was having an awesome time doing Jasmine faces over fashion of various kinds depending on the title of the video, subject matter of the video. And so anyway, good afternoon, Travis. Guess who's back to bother you? Oh my God, Jasmine. She doesn't get it. I tell her over and over again. She just doesn't believe me. I want to be hot and bothered. I mean, just bothered by you, Jasmine. Bother me. I'm begging you to bother me. I'm getting creepy, stalkerish, wanting you to bother me. She just won't do it. James is being a butt about his recovery. And so you guys have no clue what happened. Because those were in emails and I didn't tell you about them. So, anyway, she has a question. What is up with this? What's up with that? What's up with that? And what was he meaning by it? Okay. So, Brigham Young. Okay. Quote from Brigham Young, Journal of Discourses, Volume 7, page 289, 1869. Oh, camera froze. See, yesterday was perfect. Everybody took Saturday off for Easter, I guess, and they're now working on Easter to attack me. And, oh my God, the Jewish calendar. It's forbidden today on Easter. My hell. Can you not say evil enough? All right, Brigham Young. No man or woman in this dispensation will ever enter into the celestial kingdom of God without the consent of Joseph Smith. Yeah, James and Jasmine didn't get sealed or didn't get baptized, and thus haven't gotten sealed in the temple to wear the magic underwear and make the covenants of loyalty and death penalties if they don't obey the church and give the church money and protect the church from criminal prosecution. All so that they can have joy in the Spirit. Every man and woman must have the certificate of Joseph Smith Jr. as a passport to their entrance into the mansion where God and Christ are. And so, yeah, if you were actually to go through your endowment, they would tell you in the beginning that you're going through for your endowment so that you may receive the name, signs, and tokens of the Holy Melchizedek priesthood and passed by the angels who stand as sentinels, being enabled to give them the names, signs, and tokens pertaining to the holy priesthood, and gain your eternal exaltation. And so in that particular case, I'm guessing he's assuming that Joseph Smith is one of those angels you've got to go through. Though the temple does not say it. And so Jasmine is then asking, I thought you had to be sealed in the temple and that other stuff. You mean sex with 10 virgins? I did the 10 virgin Jasmines. As I did it with the Heliopolis creation glyph. And that other stuff to go celestial. Other stuff. Oh, Jasmine, so cute. So cute. Where have you been all my life? And so, I see Rebecca Pedersen Hesse on Joseph Smith, Jewish Messiah, son of Joseph Smith. Surprise, Mormons, you're Jewish. And she's Captain Obvious splaining. Why, Rebecca? Why? Why do you come to somebody's channel and without checking out if they know the subject matter, just assuming they don't, and then putting Captain Obvious stuff on here? What are you doing? And so Rebecca is saying he isn't considered a Messiah. And then the other one is First Council of Nicaea is man-made. Duh! And so you didn't do anything that gets you hidden, but I'm definitely not going to approve that. Let's get some other stuff before we get to the other Jasmine thing here. Everyone eating eggs today and reminding each other of how it's not a pagan holiday as long as we remember Jesus. Yeah, just replace it. That's what Christians do. If you don't like it, change it, make it yours, and screw the author. It's not anti-Semitism if you're Christian. And so on. Joseph Smith, Jewish Messiah, son of Joseph Smith. Jasmine's on here with another question. Good afternoon again, Travis. How are you, Travis? Going crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. Lonely? Can't remember the lyrics. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot worse from everybody. As America descends into utter chaos, everybody's going to want to try to commit crimes, steal money, murder, abuse, torture, and just cause total chaos that leading into the election. And so yeah, YouTube's going to get worse, other sites are going to get worse, businesses are going to get worse. I mean, UPS, they were supposed to deliver a package for me yesterday, and the guy just decided not to deliver it and said it was undeliverable. What the hell? This is... Oh my God, you want to get paid for doing nothing? And it's most likely the fill-in guy, because the normal guy is here all the time, every day. Because we've got 800 people in this whole complex, with more coming once the other building gets finished. But, I mean, seriously, it's not just me he therefore skipped. 800 other potential apartments he skipped. Oh my God. Just incredible. Yeah, we're in for some tough times, guys. Which is why I'm seriously considering retiring after conference, after the 8th, assuming Nelson again fails to hire a hitman who can be effective. Again. And so even if something does happen, I might have to be involved in first response assistance, depending on how widespread the hitmen succeeded, having been paid by the church already. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'll do the conference video for at least Nelson and maybe a summary of the whole conference. And again, give you my final warning for the day that shall burn as an oven of the abomination of desolations, but nobody cares. Despite the blatant obviousness and my made simple series that I'm now doing with its own playlist that I put on the homepage for nobody's going to care. It's already low in the numbers. So anyway, that's how I'm doing, Jasmine. She's trying to catch up on my videos. Yeah, you're like a month away, aren't you? I've been cranking up the number of videos, and you're a month out of missing all those videos. Yeah, I don't expect you to get caught up now. Just like I don't expect Mormons to be able to understand anything I'm saying now, because if they're brand new, you're a little bit late to the show. 8 more days and boom, you're dead. It's that simple. You wasted your life, Mormons, worshiping the wrong Christ, not having sex. And so, by the way, happy Easter to you. You did not get my email, did you? Is that why? Is this just because you have thousands upon thousands of emails and I got buried in it? So should I always make comments on your videos? Will I get greater attention that way? Jasmine, look at me! Jasmine! Jasmine, look at me! Jasmine! Jasmine! I've been reading the History of the Church volumes. And to be honest, I could come up with at least 100 questions. So ask them! Bother me! I'm getting hot and bothered by you not bothering me. But I won't do that to you because it bothers. It's not you, it's me. What? Jasmine! When you have to work on my comments? I want to work on your comments. Your comments are all bombshells. You're the only one who studies. I love doing videos of your comments because they're always bombshells. And she just doesn't believe. Go on. And so she has a couple of things, if you wouldn't mind, to expand on for me. H. What does H mean? You're a J. And it's not OK or K for the shortened of K. What is H? Now I have to find out. I don't know. It almost froze again on me. Did you see that? Oh. What does the text letter H mean? A brief moment of happiness, joy, or satisfaction? Really? Okay. So she's quoting Joseph Smith from the History of the Church, which the church no longer publishes. They use the Joseph Smith papers now. So understand the Willard Richards has gone in and completely trashed the history of the church. But the church won't let you know that that was the case. You have to go to the Joseph Smith papers and do your research on them. So the church makes you believe that all is well in Zion, nothing to see here, move along, pay your tithing. And so it is better if you find it in the Joseph Smith papers. And then that way you can figure out if it's legitimate or not. Because I see the first one is 1844, and anything after 1838 you've got to be very careful with, because the Danites were taking over and things didn't get published until after Joseph was assassinated and Willard Richards took over with the stumbling block process. So anyway, we'll take it as is. God made Aaron to be the mouthpiece for the children of Israel. And wasn't this your email question that you never replied to? I replied. What the hell? Jasmine? She is just too busy on her email. She has no time for me on email. Mouthpiece for the children of Israel, and he will make me to be God to you in his stead, and the elders to be mouth for me. And if you don't like it, you must lump it. And then the other one was from 1840. There will be an eventual restoration of sacrifices as part of the restitution of all things. Those who say that sacrifice was entirely done away with by the sacrifice of Jesus Christ are certainly not acquainted with the duties, privileges, and authority of the priesthood or with the prophets. So, instead of redoing it, we will instead, is this it? Nope, that's, you finally responded to my Flesh for Fantasy email. So we gotta scroll down a million miles. No subject, this is likely it. Maybe not. No. I remember this comment, Jasmine. Where is it? This would have been the perfect time for the camera to freeze. What the hell? There it is. Dear God, March 25th. You sent it with Saigon, Jasmine. And so my response was, OMG, Jasmine, you won the DJ Master Championships, even when they tried to cheat. Ugh. LOL. You missed that? That was on the 26th, the very next day, early in the morning. And you missed it. Okay. So I didn't send you any pictures other than to answer your question. All right. And so, yeah, I told you same thing. Similarly. All right, we'll read from what I gave here. If you can find the corresponding document in the Joseph Smith papers, you'll have the original. The church history was heavily edited by Willard Richards, who murdered Joseph and added 2 jailbait sisters as wives. As such, the church no longer publishes the church history. During your absence, seeing a pattern, Jasmine, I've been going over the second one, and that was the one I posted back on the 26th. I was doing that video that morning, and it's the Jasmine. And I think it's the one I did that she's commenting on. It's the learning of the Jews concerning the Christ. And so I Wikipedia'd her to Messiah ben Joseph. It ties into 2 Nephi 3, 5-6, when I quote it. And I left out 5. Because the way it's worded would have been better if they put 6 first and then 5, which is why I missed it. But, yeah, 2 Nephi 3:15 also got put in there, which every Mormon knows. It's the one about Joseph. It's prophecy, literal history. Book of Mormon is true. It's not the learning of the Jews, Travis. You're wrong. Notice that Messiah ben Joseph is prophesied to be murdered, as was Joseph. As a Jewish Kabbalist and York Rite Freemason with the Knights Templar, with the bloodline Holy Grail, Joseph Smith Sr. assigned Junior to be Messiah ben Joseph. And Hiram, and I put the correct spelling of Hiram also with it, to be the branch for the latter-day Messiah, ben David, named Emmanuel. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren like unto me. Deuteronomy 18:15. That's the Jewish Christ. It's not Jesus. Because Jesus is a violation of the Jewish commandments of no other God, no idol of that God. It's supposed to be the Jewish. And it was the Danites who murdered Joseph, and it is the Danites who run the church, which is why they keep pushing Jesus and suppressing and covering up all things Jewish. And since there was never any Jesus, the law of Moses is still technically in effect. That's your sacrifice question. There is no Jesus during the Roman period time, so thus the sacrifices didn't end with the death of Jesus and the apostles. That should be obvious to Christians and Mormons, but it's not. All the Jewish laws are prophetic in their creation, and so thus the coming of the actual Jewish Christ is the fulfillment of all the particular sacrifices. They were done specifically as to be a symbol of the latter days in their creation. Oh yeah, you missed these videos. I put up the prophet equals predicts future events, seer equals has visions and dreams, revelator equals reveals future days and times, days and hours of prophesied events. And so thus it was a Christian who went into the book of Matthew and wrote in, no man knows the day or the hour, because it's all over Matthew. He knew the day and the hour. And that's how you can identify forgeries in linguistics. When somebody pulls an anachronism like that of prophesied events. Translator, specifically, as the Joseph Smith is trying to get across to everybody, has to do with Paleo-Hebrew and Egyptian. Thus, Moses, Paleo-Hebrew and Egyptian. And thus the Bible, the Book of Mormon, Joseph Smith, being in the learning of the Jews by prophets, seers, revelators, and translators means that they're not historical accounts. Jasmine knows this, but I had to throw in the pictures. So when the Jewish author has the Jesus character say, I am not come to destroy the law, but to fulfill it, that's in Matthew, and probably Mark, Luke, and John. This is what he means. So in Revelation 12 and 19, the church, and you did respond that day, Jasmine. Jasmine! Are you sure it's not you that needs to go to the medical doctor? Is this trauma that James is going through causing some memory lapse? Or are you just upset that I didn't do a video on it? I intended to. It's one of these papers here. This pile that just keeps breeding like jackrabbits. But I never got to it, obviously. Hilarious. And so, yeah, Revelation 12 and 19, the church and Christians do not see the dates that John is giving because somebody put in, no man knows the day or the hour. And so they believe the lie and reject prophecy and revelation, which is what Joseph Smith was trying to get across to you. As the Korahors in the Book of Mormon are denialists of the Jewish Christ and prophecy and revelation about him. And Mormons say, no, he's against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So anybody who's against the church is a Korahor. They don't realize that they just said they're a Korahor. You know, that beam and mote thing, projecting onto others what you yourself are guilty of. And so Mormons and Christians both believe Revelation 19 is Jesus' second coming and is accompanying Malachi's day that shall burn as an oven, and Daniel's abomination which maketh desolate prophecies. Which is what I've been warning. Revelation 19's date is 8 April 2024, 8 more days left from your Xmas trees. See? You just wanted me to tell everybody else about this again? Jasmine was asking about Christmas trees and referred to, is it Jeremiah 10? Yep. For the custom of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of workmen, with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, silver and gold. The humble bumble. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, and they move it that it move not. 9-inch nails, they hammer it. Jesus, out of wood. They deck it more. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of Jesus, for Jesus cannot do evil, neither also is it in him to do any good. It's just an idol. Forasmuch as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth it appertain, forasmuch as among all the wise men of the nations, and in their... Oh, yeah. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. It's back in verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the Christian, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. The word for signs in Hebrew is the 3 days of darkness over the United States of America. The first and the last letter of Paleo-Hebrew. Jasmine is awesome. She is always inspired, and she doesn't want to acknowledge it. She's Prophetess Jasmine. Should I do a witch, or should I do a prophetess for you? I know there's sexy witches costumes. For the heathen are dismayed at them. And so it's not telling you to dismiss signs in heavens of the latter days, because all of the prophet, just right there, he gave you the prophecy and the revelation of the latter days. And so that is not the interpretation of this. And other Mormons will say that the 1 Doctrine and Covenants passage is, he who seeketh after signs denies the faith and is an adulterer and denies the faith and is going to burn in hell, and they're not paying tithing, so they need to be murdered. No, that's not what it's talking about. Different signs. They're looking for a faith-promoting spiritual witness feeling sign. That is what's being condemned. Oh, Mormons don't believe that. Oh, no, that goes against my spiritual witness feelings, Travis. No, duh. And I've been threatened recently. Oh, this is, how are you doing, Travis? So here it is. I've been threatened recently by someone hiding their identity and location who's threatening destruction of me on 8 April 2024. Yeah, I expect tomorrow Ray Montgomery is gonna show up again. Oh, Travis, God is mad and he's telling me how to murder you. Come and get me, Ray, you coward. And so, yeah, and he's a terrorist because, he's claiming he's a prophet. He's saying that God's going to do it to me, and Jesus is fake. Jeremiah just confounded Jesus. Jesus is actually the source from Jeremiah in chapter 23. But, Christians don't care. They're evil. They replace the Jews. But for Mormons to say that Jesus is going to destroy me and is going to hurt me and just, deny me celestial kingdom, I laugh at them because they don't want to know the truth. The church has weaponized them as terrorists and making threats for me to be silent, as YouTube is a terrorist for the church, silencing my voice on YouTube through their algorithms, and just like the internet or the security system that caused the malware that crashed my laptop and did it on this computer the other day that I told you about. The guy responded saying, "Oh, it's an automated thing. It's too complicated to explain it to you. But it was the automatic process that caused the malware on your system." What? You're confessing to cyber terrorism to a customer? Yeah, algorithms, automation, AI, all are based on programs. Programs are only able to be created by a human programmer. See, Leanne Murdoch back at Rick's College. I should have married her. I didn't think I was good enough for her and I ran away. Shouldn't have. She immediately decided to settle for the computer programmer student, bald and short, and married him. And now she's probably got 15 kids and is living the lap of luxury without me. But a computer programmer. It is subject to human error. And when you have these social media channels who are able to purposely get a programmer to put in funnel to little children alt-right, white supremacist, terrorist propaganda, but then for all the women who do fashion try-ons and oops, their nipple slipped, we gotta ban them. This is what YouTube's doing. I did the video where I'm joking, you know, hot bikini babes and how to build a bomb. And so I went after the video after recording the video, went in and did a search on YouTube. And sure enough, not signed in. Hot bikini babes, pictures are blurred. I would have to sign in to prove my age to watch them. But how to build a bomb? Nope. Come on in. See what we got. Oh my hell. And so yeah, this is a programming error. No, it's done intentionally because of YouTube's community guidelines against women. That's what it is. It's not against porn, it's not against immodesty or obscenity or any other crap. It's women. You're shaming women. You're disgracing and humiliating women when you do this. It's pure evil. And yes, it comes from Christianity. And yes, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This is what MAGA extremism of evangelicalism and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints do not want to acknowledge. They purposely are causing the social chaos that Alexander Pike warned would happen. This is what we're going to do to destroy America. This is what's being done to destroy America. And it's going to get worse as we head into the election. But the news, they're all distracting you and saying, oh no, you're too stupid to figure out that a channel doing an AI of Trump or Biden is going to fool you. You're not going to be able to recognize legitimate news sources for your information, and you're going to get fooled. We've got a national security threat on our hands. Billy Bob's MAGA is doing Biden AI. Oh no! He's a threat. We got to stop him. Nobody's going to be able to figure it out. Oh, even the ex-Mormon who's using AI of Nelson. His channel is called AI Nelson. And so yes, it's not actually Nelson. Anybody who goes to it and thinks it's actually the words of Nelson are stupid. It is only for entertainment. And so yeah, they're purposely distracting away from the real problem behind social media. And so yeah, TikTok, sort of, if they only focus on China using it to spy and obtain our data, because that's what they do to their people with their cell phones. And instead of all of the cute little honey bunnies and doing little twerking videos, which here in America, that's the real problem. And you get psychologists who are the cause of all of this in the first place, because of Stanley Smith Stevens, who are adding to it. That's why Wednesday was brilliant. Brilliant. See, Wednesday knows about psychological manipulation and uses that to defend herself against people who are trying to change her behavior. And then you've got Enid, her new roommate, and she's fully indoctrinated in social media psychological brainwashing. She's a gossip girl on social media. Just hilarious. If both of those girls were my daughters, that would be awesome. But yeah, I'd have to treat each one of them differently. I couldn't treat them the same because it would produce wrong results that I would regret instantly. I hate you, Dad. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've answered your questions again. And so yeah, there is prophesied to be a barbecue for in Zion for the survivors, for the sacrifice thing. And I quoted to section 49, verse 18, "Whoso forbiddeth to abstain from meats, that should not eat the same is not ordained of God." And then I went through the law of sacrifice in the temple. And as Jesus Christ has laid down his life for the redemption of mankind, so we then need to pay him back and sacrifice for the church and the kingdom. What? What? Wait a minute, a question. What do you mean sacrifice? God. So yeah, tithing is reparations for Jesus' atonement. And so yeah, Jasmine replied, "People threatening you has me scared, Travis. Do you have to stay in Utah? I'm fairly confident you are not the type to run from a fight, but people trying to kill you, again, is not a fight. No, it's a threat. They are trying to murder me." And so, yeah, nobody knows my history. Nobody knows and understands where I come from, being raised up among white supremacists. And so, yeah, she's then asking about, didn't Willard Richards start off as a good guy? So I had to respond to that one. No. No, he's not. And that was an exceedingly long email, and then there was pictures of Nurse Jasmine. So cute. And yeah, you went dark on me. Is that what it is, Jasmine? You see the long text and you go, oh, I'm not going to read this. And then you see the pictures. I'm so ugly. You're not ugly. You're Nurse Jasmine. Anyhow. So yeah. There you have it. Yeah, so yeah, Messiah ben Joseph, that's the whole thing about being God. God is Christ, interchangeable. When you use Christian interpretation, you screw everything up. Go back to the ancients. That's why Kim Jong-un is considered God to his people. It's because he's king. It has nothing to do with some kind of God complex that Christian press want to laugh at him for. That's just stupid and ignorant on their part. They're supposed to investigate. They're supposed to know that when he went up the mountain in North Korea on the back of a white horse and threatening America with a gift for Christmas in 2019, what happened after that? The whole press missed it. And I knew exactly what he was doing. He's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. That's why I did the videos back then and explained it. That would be a good song to put as the description in the song below. Metallica, mandatory. Alrighty. Jasmine. Unbelievable. Travis, I wanted you to do a video on it. Not reply in an email. Fine.